T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And ignition and liftoff.
And you're going to be there. Good morning, everyone. It's been a long time. How is everyone today? Live from Cabo, St. Lucas. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm just feeding the birds.
And so we got our double camera. We moved the broadcast studio outside on the balcony. However, as you can see, the background gets washed out.
Yeah, so the other camera shows the actual view.
Yeah.
It's actually better.
Yeah, so you can.
Good morning, everybody.
You can watch it with us. So it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We took a break.
Yeah.
I know that it was quite busy fourth quarter, and I got really busy and a little burnt out. So
With work or with videos?
well, work got really busy, and then I just didn't have the heart anymore for videos and lives. I just wanted to end the year in reflection and quiet, and kind of just figure out where we're going next year. I think obviously it's the end of the year. A lot of people do that, but
Yeah, they do their resolution, but we don't. I don't know. Do we have a resolution? No.
no, we don't have resolutions because we did it last year. You know,
Yeah.
the end of last year, we decided to get healthy, and we did quite good on that for the first month. And then by mid December, I got busy. We weren't. Tracy went to the gym a few times.
Yeah.
But I just was too darn busy, and maybe just the excuses I didn't schedule it. But typically, I get up at 5 or 6, and I'm at my computer by 6:30.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of just checking on things, and doing administrative tasks for my company. And then by 7:30, I'm at work. And especially when I do the creative type work, I need that quiet time in the morning where my mind is quiet. And that's when I do a lot of the creative development type work, the programming work. So that is what is happening there.
Yeah.
So
we're still in Cabo, as you can see.
As you can see, I can't put it in front of the other camera, but as you can see over, wait a minute, as you can see over here in this shot, the weather's almost the same every day. There could be a little bit of cloud, but it could be partially cloudy or totally clear like this, and it's 23 degrees Celsius every day.
Every day.
Every day. No rain on the horizon, which typically you don't get rain in the winter.
No.
You don't. Once the rain stops.
But it has been colder. It has been colder than usual. A lot of people have said that it's colder here than usual.
Yeah. 23 is, usually it's 25. That 2 extra degrees when there's no wind.
Yeah, exactly.
Is still pool weather.
Still. Yeah.
But that's not happening. That's not
we haven't gone to I haven't gone to the pool in over a week. No, we had company. That's why we've also taken a break. We had company, and we were entertaining and showing our company around and stuff. So we went to the beach, we went to the pool. just to show where everything is and what happens down here in Cabo while on the break, I guess. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we did.
So they arrived like Boxing Day, and
Yeah.
they left on the 2nd, I think,
Second.
the day after New Year.
Mhm.
So Saturday to Saturday, very quick trip for them. They have a business to run back home, and with the quarantine, um, they shut down the business for a couple of weeks after Christmas, like first 2 weeks of January, so that they could isolate, do their isolation, 14-day isolation.
So that's a long time to have a business shut down. So
Yeah.
yeah. So when you factor in the fact that you have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks after your holiday, it ends up being a month. So
Yes.
that's quite a bit.
Yeah. So Calgary has a test program. There's a bird behind us. He's washed out. You can't see him.
Oh.
But yeah, we want to point to the feeder, right? There.
Right here, it's a feeder.
So
I just fed them. So there will be birds on occasion landing right here.
Yeah, and down here and right behind me here
is a hummingbird feeder down here.
2 hummingbird feeders.
Right here.
So
if you happen to see a bird, don't be alarmed.
So Calgary,
we're not being attacked by the birds.
So Calgary, finishing the thought on traveling in isolation. Calgary has a program that if Calgary is your final destination, you can take a COVID test when you land, and if you get the results within 24 hours. So if it's negative, then you don't have to isolate. You can go back to life as normal, whatever normal is, and take another COVID test within 6-7 days to confirm again, and you're fine, you're clear. So really you only have to self-isolate about 1 day. Now, the Government of Canada border website has announced that there is going to be a requirement coming in the next few days. I didn't even check this morning. This was just New Year's Eve. We saw it. That all travelers to Canada will need a clear COVID test within 3 days of travel before you even get on the plane. So we don't know how that's going to affect everything. So what happens? So if you're clear on the plane, does that mean you have to still self-isolate when you get home? So if you were, let's say, flying into Calgary where you were allowed to do the COVID test, so does that mean you need to do a COVID test before you leave, another one when you land, and another one a week later? That's pretty excessive.
I'm not sure about that. But last night, actually, I seen a couple of posts about air flights. WestJet, they're canceling a bunch of air flights. So people were freaking out because they were saying, oh, how we're going to get back. And a couple of our friends that are down here, they have cars. They said, well, if all else fails, we'll drive back.
Yeah, there's always a way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just don't see the volume of people here. Even our son, who works at a resort, says business is really down, and that's an all-inclusive. It's one of the most popular resort for all-inclusives down here that has I guess a high reputation or well-known.
Right.
The Riu Resort.
Yeah, it's right by the beach, the main beach, in Cabo San Lucas here.
Yeah,
it's close to Menando Beach. So.
Yeah, it's close to Costco, Walmart downtown. Mm-hmm. So, and it's all inclusive. So for people who come the first time, it's that are a little concerned, especially like myself.
That would be the one.
When I first came to Mexico, I was concerned if it wasn't the fact that I came with Tracey and her sister. If it was sight unseen, I would have been a lot more nervous and maybe wouldn't even come. So I understand why people go to the all-inclusives, and they like kind of the protection of a resort. So that's what's happening with the COVID thing. We'll certainly keep abreast of it because we need to fly home at one point. I think they're canceling flights just because they can't fill them.
I think so too. I think that's what the main reason is.
And the problem is that if they don't fly down, that means they don't fly home. Because usually they fly down, and then turn the plane around, and then they go back, put people, and then take people back. So, there's only one flight a day. Well, there's two in the morning when we left. So there's 2 flights. The Vancouver flight got moved to got moved to Calgary, so there was 2 flights out of Calgary.
Right.
But I'm sure that's always changing because of the nature of the economy.
But yeah, so that's what we've been doing besides entertaining.
Well, we haven't been doing enough for our health regime, that's for sure.
No.
We're getting back onto the diet because we had people here, so we bought a lot of no food.
Oh, yes.
And I mean very bad, because our friend's son, who was 7, liked his cereal in the morning, and we're not talking.
Oh, we're talking Fruit Loops. Let's just go.
So after they left, who got into the Fruit Loops? And then when we ran out of milk, I was just eating it out of the box, like all. So yeah,
sugar addiction is real, people.
So what are you gonna do? So we got through, and we gave away a lot of the bad stuff.
We did. We actually did. Like our son Manuel came over, and I got rid of a lot of the stuff. But I mean, the good stuff, like, it's not on keto, but is still good, is apples, the fruit. We still have some apples. We have some fruit left.
A little bit of oranges left, but
actually, there's only 1 orange left now.
Oh, okay.
So
and we got them from Costco or Walmart. Costco, I think.
Yeah.
And they're not as good. Like there's now local oranges. There's guys traveling around in trucks, and you can get a big bag.
Like I'm talking. Yeah, it's like a 10-pound bag.
Yeah, and it's like it's
20,
cheap, like $5.
Yeah.
It's really cheap, and they're delicious.
Oh, they're
fresh. But they are the new oranges, so I imagine they would be a little bit sour. Still, I know that when we were here in March and April, we bought a couple of big bags, and they were so delicious. They were sweet. Yeah, that was late March on the way when we tried to go home the first time. So.
And we ate them like crazy, so they definitely didn't go bad, right?
Yeah. And then the second bag that we bought on the way home the second time, we actually gave away at the border.
We had to,
to somebody, but they looked like they could have really used it. So, so that's that. So the oranges, stop. It's the microphone's right there, honey. I'm sure it doesn't sound too good in the microphone. So our videos, we have a habit of doing that.
Yes,
too.
we do.
It's like, yay! But what's going to happen next? So if you're in the room and you're watching us, leave us a little comment. If you're joining us during our live, leave it in the chat.
I should check this.
And if you're watching this after the fact, leave us a comment below. Let us know where you're from. And if you're a YouTuber or just somebody curious about travel in Cabo St. Lucas and RV life, that would be awesome. So we haven't even renewed our gym membership, but we were talking about that yesterday. So tomorrow
we did have that conversation. Like, to be honest with you, I think I went more than you. But to be honest, I think I only went maybe 5 times.
Yeah, and you were doing stuff in here too.
And I was doing stuff in the condo, like non-weight related. So like just body weight exercises, just to keep loose and limber and whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, not enough to keep my weight from going up again.
Yeah, it's like
I can feel a little bit,
Yeah, a little bit of pudge. Yeah.
A little bit. And you can feel it on your body, like when it's coming back, or you just don't feel right.
And it takes such a long time for it to start coming down. Well, the same thing when you start getting bad, it takes a little bit of a while for it to come up again. So once it starts coming up, you've got a little bit of a hill to climb.
Yeah, it's the sugar though. It's sugar and bread. That's my my go-to. And I'll tell you, that's where I can really feel the pudge in my middle.
So we typically don't buy bread here. We did for Christmas to make sandwiches, so that wasn't good. But
not really bread. It was the bread. Yes,
we had a couple of loaves,
tortillas. Right? A lot of tortillas.
You made stuffing with the turkey.
Made stuffing.
So, but tortillas, yeah, definitely. We've been eating a lot of tortillas, judging by the amount that we bought. we were quite fortunate. We were after the laundry. We dropped off our laundry. We walked by tortilleria.
Yeah.
Anyways, where they make them fresh
Yeah.
right then and there. We picked some
It's
up.
not
and-
panaria, it's tortilla.
Tortilleria. And yeah, they were good.
Panaria is a bakery.
Bakery, panaria, and then tortilla is where they make tortillas.
But yeah,
And so we picked some up fresh, and they were delicious. What did you make with them again?
I made it was like a mock lasagna, and I made it with layers of tortillas and poblano peppers, cheese. I even had salsa like tomato sauce. Yeah, it was kind of, and then the one I made, I actually used hamburgers, so it was very much like a lasagna. So.
Yeah, but it was Mexican lasagna, and
it was delicious.
It is amazing. It's like to not get into the pasta. Pasta is so bad.
Oh. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Amanda.
Yes, good morning, guys. Good morning, Amanda. Thanks for joining us.
You were just yapping about what we've been doing for the last.
Yeah, I mean, the first 15 minutes, I don't think there was anybody here yet, but
Nope.
go back and have a look at it.
We were just yapping about what we were.
If you ask any questions, we'll be happy, even if we covered it already.
Right.
We'd be happy to talk about it. So, yeah, so we're trying to get on track. We're slowly getting there as the bad food is disappearing.
Slowly.
And, I think tomorrow we will go to, we will actually go to the front desk and go to the gym.
Yeah.
So we have to do it. So what did we talk about yesterday? We're going to set up a calendar.
Yes, we are going to actually set up a calendar. Number one, because we've been really bad, is we have to actually calendar in school, which is, very important. Muy importante learning Spanish this year, because last year we only did once a week for an hour.
For
And
4
that was-
weeks, yeah, for 4
For
weeks.
4 weeks, and that was like a class
4
in a
hours.
classroom,
Yeah.
which really was good, because it made us
Get started, right?
get started at least.
It-
The one teacher only spoke Spanish, so that was
The last day.
that was
the
a
last
lot.
session.
That was a hard class, because it made you have to make sentences up in Spanish, and it was like, oh my God.
James and Millie, good morning. Live from Cabo, St. Lucas.
Oh, good morning, guys. Yeah,
So-
so we had to schedule. Now we've scheduled in exercise, the gym, scheduled in the gym, into the computer, into the calendars, and we also scheduled in our school, which is Spanish lessons. So.
Alberta Hinksman.
Oh,
Hey, new
Hey.
friend. So we will.
I saw them on. I saw you on James and Millie's chat yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
So
Oh,
hi.
look at that. I haven't shared the screen yet, so let's do that.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing.
Anyway, so yeah, we've been. Well, I've been kind of on my own, like doing a little bit of Spanish and just going over the notes from last year. But man, how fast you lose it. You lose it if you don't use it, and that is the truth. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And there's a lot of English-speaking people that we hang around with, so we don't really need it, which is bad.
Yeah, maybe more so when we're in Todos Santos on our land.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm finding, again, this year, it's like, it seems to be coming intuitive now. It seems to be internalized. I'm able to come up with the words, it seems,
Yeah.
but I draw on my French words, and I know the structure, like the end of word structure, and I can usually BS my way through putting a sentence together. But it would be nice. So we decided. So calendar. So we're going to set up a calendar 3 days a
Yes.
week to go to the gym as early as possible so I can get to work. and then also 3 days of work because we have our books already,
Yes.
and there's plenty of YouTube videos that we between the books, we know what. Oh,
Ooh,
sorry.
whoopsie.
So we know what the next kind of segment should be, and then we can go find that segment on YouTube. And so between the book and
This is the book
YouTube,
we're using.
we can, and there's a lot of vocabulary in that book.
There's a
And,
lot of vocabulary.
and we have another one too.
We
have two books.
We do, but we left that one in the camper, in the trailer.
So
we only took this one.
So between that and, you know, getting a series of classes, right? So watching somebody's playlist and going through, even last year with the four classes, the 4 1-hour classes over a month, we still continued ourselves. And like Saturday, we would take at least 2 hours Saturday. And every time we start, like we haven't done anything for a while, even every day, we start right from the beginning, you know, how to count, numbers, days, months.
He's really good at the numbers. You are really good at the numbers.
Verbs, so you know the AR verbs, ER verbs, and IR verbs, the regular verbs.
Yeah, for sure. Because and the numbers are so important because when you go downtown or wherever you're buying stuff, they will tell you how much, and if you can pick up on just the I think to me it's the beginning it's the 100 or 500 or whatever, how much it is. You can pick up on that just the beginning, then I can kind of get it. But it's like when they say it so fast, it's like, oh,
yeah,
I missed it.
And then you'll get, there's the pattern, right? So it's 10, 20, 30, 40. And then all of a sudden you get, 100, 200. And then you get to 500 and it's like, cuarento. Like, okay, it's just, and it's the $500 bill is the number you really need to know because everything seems to be, around the 500. So James and Millie are asking, are we in a hotel? Kind of. We're at the Sunrock Condo Hotel. So the windows are not clean here. They never cleaned after so I don't know. There's you can see the reflection. So it's a condo hotel. So long-term stay is a condo and hotel is short-term stay.
Good morning, Kenneth. Yeah, where we are, like our building, specifically this building, and I guess the buildings that way are long-term. The first 2 buildings, number 1 and 2, are
short-term. They're like hotels. People just coming for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And of course, the rate is very different.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
And also the rate is different if you were here previously. Before we even got here, the rate is different. Like it's gone up.
Yeah, it used to be 19,500 pesos for anybody who had a previous lease, and this year is 22,000.
22,000, yeah.
But we were able to talk them down to 21,000.
Not much, but hey, whatever.
1,000 pesos.
1,000 pesos is $50
US,
yeah.
so 75 Canadian.
That's right.
A month. Especially, when you're paying rent back home on an RV and having to pay rent
and then
here.
It's sitting there, yeah, exactly.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough. Wowza.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. It's better than being at home in the cold, I guess.
Yeah, well, if you look at our banner below, we decide to live our dreams now and today and not wait until tomorrow or someday. And that's a big decision. And we live by that saying. I mean, we've made the commitment to be down here and basically screw the finances. It's like, we'll make it happen. We're able to do it. And so we decide to do it now and today. So, and the road to someday always leads to never.
Yeah, you love that.
So, yeah, I really like that. So we definitely live by that saying, and we will continue to live by that saying.
So, I mean, I guess we talked about that already, but yeah, so I wasn't really too worried about doing the gym and doing all the exercising and everything while we had company, but now we got to get back to it.
So 3 days a week, probably what we were thinking is Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning we go to the gym, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday morning we do Spanish on our
Yeah.
own. So I've always self-taught. I've been through a few teacher strikes, and we were expected to continue our work, and so I've learned very early to self-study.
Yeah. Wow.
Same thing, like learning how to do YouTube, learning anything. I did a remote study course for solar power design. So I don't mind it. I love it.
Oh, it showed the guest today is Frankie
Yeah,
and Alex.
I
You better
turned
get rid
that
of
off.
that.
That is weird.
They are not our guests today.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go do that. So
Yeah, we hate the cold too. They're I can't remember their names.
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Which one? Who was their handle?
Sue and Bob,
Yeah, Sue and Bob.
and they're from Alberta. Alberta Hinksman.
No, Hinksman. Their name is Sue and Bob.
I don't know.
No.
I can't remember.
No, we don't. We never had them, so we don't know what their names are. So
Well, they were on James and Millie's. That's how come I remember, because when I was on James and Millie's the other day, I saw.
Sorry, I did forget to turn off the guest today. So disregard that. That was our last.
Yeah, that was our last live.
Last live. So don't. And I can't seem to delete it through StreamYard. But consider catching up on season 4. Season 4 is not in the RV. So here's a new kind of message. So we have, I don't know, 7 videos now for season 4 about coming down to Cabo St. Lucas this year and what we're doing. So if you're new to our channel, consider kind of looking at that. And has anybody seen our post this morning? I actually posted. Kind of put a little teaser. Let us know in the chat. See if you've seen that post.
The name is Alberta, and they're from BC.
Oh, your name is Alberta. Okay, so let's do that. Well, hello, Alberta. And
they live.
Did you want to tell us where in BC? Because if we travel through there, we certainly will let you know in advance.
That's another thing we were talking about. Is we'll get to that, I guess. What we're going to be doing later.
Yeah, that's
later.
That's later. Well,
mass.
Yeah, we're talking more about. Well, we're still on kind of what our plans are for the rest of Cabo. So we have goals. We didn't do a measure in this month because there's no point. No point. Maybe we'll do one privately just to keep us honest.
Yeah.
And be motivated to keep going down the air. I live in Victoria. Oh, love Victoria.
Yes, we love Victoria.
I used to work for United Rentals, and I used to travel to all the branches, and so that was our
Cabo River, Victoria,
and
Nanaimo, and I also loved Tofino.
Yeah, we took a long weekend where we conveniently ended my business trip
in Tofino
and on the Vancouver Island on a Friday, so we spent the weekend in Tofino, and that was a lot of fun.
That was Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's amazing, even on an island, how different the weather was from one side to the other. Remember that? Like Campbell River was almost mild compared to Tofino. Tofino was very windy, which it makes sense because that's where they surf, right?
Yeah, and I think they windsurf there too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, well that sounds good. If you ever come back, you need to go see Ralph River. Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't heard that one.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay, and so I'll put it.
How come nobody knows about that Buddhist temple?
And that Parkland, is it Parkland near Nanaimo? There's Tasha. Good morning, Tasha. Torino is on the west coast.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how come nobody knows about that temple?
I don't know.
We just drove. We literally drove past, and I caught it at the corner of my eye. This big Buddha, and this and the I guess house, the house structure. And I said, "Honey, you got to turn around." So we turned around and to go look at that. But it was quite interesting in there. There wasn't anybody in there.
Yeah, we don't mind isolated Alberta. as long as we can get in with a truck camper and a 4x4.
Hmm.
You know, sometimes even if the road is too rocky, you know, the camper starts rocking back and forth. You know, but we will.
Dishes come flying on. Things move around inside the camper.
So it's just also damage. You know, it's like depends. You know, want the trees to be very close. You know, very narrow, and then rocking. Then you're scraping the trees.
Exactly.
So, and we are 13.5 feet high. So trees overhead is also an issue. But yeah, I actually put it in our. So I put you in here, Victoria, BC, and recommend to seeing Ralph River.
Hmm.
So yeah, we
Go check it out.
We will go check it out.
For
so,
sure.
So you are now on our VIP list. So we will remember you either by memory or in writing.
Mostly for me, it's in writing.
Oh, so is that on the west side, like going through Campbell River and keep going north to west? Sorry, um, past Campbell River. I'm
It
not
must
quite
be.
sure where that is. Oh wow, hand pump glacier water. That
Oh
is cool.
man, that's delicious.
Yeah, we did that on
We did that.
the
Yeah.
Skyway Parkway in
Yeah.
BC.
Yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
near.
I can't remember where exactly, but we took out a big picture that we had in the vehicle,
Like a canteen.
A canteen,
A
yeah.
canteen, you know, like a military style
Mhm.
canteen.
And we got some water from the actual glacier. Oh man, was that delicious?
Okay.
But you know, isn't that water not like, what did you say it tasted like? It tasted like
Oxygen, like life.
like
it
life,
has life in it.
It had oxygen in it.
Like it has life force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call it life force.
Yeah.
Really interesting drinking that water.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure very oxygenated, very ozonated because it was coming down the mountain, and it had a lot of minerals. So yeah,
Tasted really good though.
It was delicious.
Man. Yeah, I that's definitely that was a memory for when I was a kid too. Mom and I, and I think it was my other two siblings were driving to BC, and mom took out a pitcher and got water off the mountain too for us to drink. I remember that.
Yeah. So if you've been on our previous live streams, you will know that we had an issue with getting to our land. So the Hito, which is like a communal farm, has claimed that our access road goes through their land. And in fact, we remember seeing this old kind of fence line and some barbed wire. That fence line has been gone for a long time. But there was a line there. It was never identified on our deeds or on our kind of title searches and everybody's in the same boat. There's like 70 lots that pass this gate that go up the hill. And so it is progressing. We did engage a lawyer. Our realtor knows a very good specific real estate and land type lawyer. So she's been secretly under the table paying people at the land deeds office in La Paz to do the research, a few documents every day, and she pays them cash to take pictures and do a history search of all the documents related to this subdivision. And so by next week, I just got an update yesterday from the group chat that we should be ready next week to present a case to kind of the courts or the tribunal, or taking it to some sort of court where I don't know for sure because we haven't met yet to see if in fact did we find out that they actually have a legitimate claim on this. And if that's the fact, then there are provisions that you cannot isolate 70 properties.
No.
That the most likely scenario is that fence line has one Hito on one side and a Hito on the next, and that they would just basically make a space, put a road between, so that we can then still access our property. So that's ultimately what would happen. The quicker solution would be just to have an arrangement and pay them a fee every year, but we don't want to get into that because that's that doesn't provide a resolution. They
No.
can change their mind at any time. So we
Yeah.
want a permanent resolution on this. And we're confident we will have one. So we were starting to think that maybe that's why we didn't come down in the RV, is that we would have had a lot of difficulty. Now, all this happened in December, and we were planning to stay at Cabo Glorieta at the RV park there. And we had booked a lot. So what we could have done is just extend that stay and just stay there for the winter. And maybe go take some trips on the free beaches. You know, we could have done something, boondock anyways. Right now, they did reopen the road. So it was bad. So we went twice to check on our land. Everything is great. Everything's still there. Everything's starting to grow back in as it does down here. But everything's still there. Nothing's missing. Nothing kind of walked off. So the first time we had no problem. The gate was only kind of wire tied with a sign on it. Last time, the gate was chained. It had actually a barbed wire fence in front of it. And then you went up the road, and as you got to the Ejido property line, they actually used an excavator and dug a big hole in the road so you couldn't even use the road, and then put a barbed wire fence across it. So, but now in the last week, this week or last weekend, there was a holiday on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. They filled part of the hole back in and put an axe, took the fences down, and you can actually drive up that road temporarily again. So they reopened it. So I don't know what's going on there. I mean, our realtor was having surgery this week, so I don't think she's in the loop. So we're not sure why there's these changes, you know, from week to week. But we expect a resolution, and we expect that we'll be able to, in the next few months, that this will be resolved and we'll have clean access to our land.
Good morning, Esther from Maryland. And that's interesting that Alberta, that you had a migraine when you washed your hair in the water. Says I got a migraine washing my hair under the hand pump.
It could be because it's really cold.
Maybe. And also they said that they need to allow an easement so people can get to their property. Absolutely.
And that's where the easement is going to probably be between the two property lines. Yeah, I mean, we don't know yet. So Esther's Gardening, that's a new friend.
Oh, good morning, a little bit crazy.
So Adventure, we're putting you on the VIP list. Thank you so much for coming. So let's just make sure, tag that color code. Okay.
Yeah, so basically we'll have a resolution for sure within the next month. I'm pretty sure. But we're not going to
yeah, so
we're not going to land.
So the survey, our property survey is fine. The property does not encroach. There's quite a big buffer once we cross the ejido, then there's no ejido. So our subdivision is legal and carved out of the ejido, but the road isn't. The first part of the road goes through the ejido, and there's no way around it. Like at one point, they were going through the arroyo and down the road, like over the hill and coming out a little further going down the arroyo, but it was never designed. Like people were going through there, but it was overgrown, and Cheryl, our realtor, was scratching up the side of her truck, and you know, they talked about if you go in there, bring a machete and do a little bit every time. But it's good to have a backup road.
Yeah.
In bad weather, that road would be worse than the main road.
Oh, it would have been, yeah.
Because it does go through a spillway, an arroyo, where the water flows.
Yeah. An arroyo is, I don't think, not everybody knows what arroyo is, though.
Yeah, it's the spillway. It's where the water runs when it runs down the hill.
Yeah.
From the mountains.
When there's a rain or, yeah.
Yeah, when it rains. So when it gets washed out pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rain is bad here. Rain is no different than blizzards back home. It's really, it stops everything in its tracks, and roads get washed out.
Yeah, and you see boulders going down the, boulders going down the roads. Yeah, or sand. Yeah, their sand is like a snowstorm here.
Yeah.
Like literally, the sand will pile up in corners, and
and dirt roads get washed out.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
on different degrees.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it before. And like that one August, that was crazy.
So the good news is, while we were here, when all this happened, for some reason, with all the moving and packing and storing, and when we went to Alberta and then went full-time RV and then moved our stuff back to our house, kind of our garage basement, we lost track of our deeds for our land. We
Yeah.
just could not find them, and we knew we need them if that's the ultimate proof that if we're trying to drive into Baja, that we can demonstrate we own property here.
Right.
So throughout all this, we got a new, basically certified, main original of our deed and 3 certified copies. It cost an arm and a leg, but we needed certified copies to give to the lawyer for this dispute. So,
Right.
so now we're all set. Those are in the safe this time, and we're certainly going to keep track of those a little bit closer. And I mean, it's going to be in our RV with us. It's going to be coming with us everywhere. So it's going to be secured in the RV. So good news for that. So in summary, it's probably that's probably the reason why we didn't RV down this year, with the issues at the land.
Yeah.
And we needed to get into health, and staying here at the Sunrock with the gym. We walk everywhere. The food is awesome, so we eat well. We're going to get healthy this winter, except at Christmas time.
Yeah. What about Easter?
Well, yeah, especially if we have more people coming. But
Yeah.
we went a long time. We went at least a month, 5 weeks before we even ate anything bad.
Yes.
Before we went to our hot dog place. And we only went to the hot dog place once. So we haven't been eating out, which is very good.
It's rare. Like, I mean, when you're here in Cabo and the food is so good and everything's so fresh, it's hard. It's hard not to eat out. Oh no, we had pizza. We had pizza down when we had company. We had pizza down at the restaurant down here.
Yeah,
it was very good.
Yeah.
I love their pizza.
Yeah, we had
it's thin crust, like it tastes like it's oven.
Yeah. Oven roasted.
Oven roasted.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really good. So, yeah, I'm in fireproof. Well, I'd love to, so I'll just deal with this. Yeah, we can't handle any more weight in our camper.
Yeah.
We actually reduced some of the weight.
We had to get rid of some stuff.
So now we're talking about getting a small cargo trailer, maybe a single axle, not too heavy, just to put some of our stuff in there, especially when we're coming down here, and to take stuff out of the camper and put it in the trailer, especially like our outside kitchen. There's a lot of things. There's no storage in a camper, in a truck camper. So to have a full kitchen in there, like have our barbecue and the whole outside kitchen would be in the little trailer in the back. And all the heavy stuff, all the pantry heavy stuff can go in that trailer. So, and we can bring bikes and.
Well, my goal, and I've talked to him about this, but my goal is to have a vehicle other than the truck camper. So we don't have to take the camper necessarily off the truck just to go to town if we're staying on the land. I just want to have something that we can putz around with. Like, I don't even care if it's like a dune buggy. I don't care. Like, what do you call those?
Oh, quad?
Quad. I don't
ATV.
care. I don't. Just
anything.
Anything. Just so we can get into town.
Didn't really want a motorcycle because 2 on a motorcycle is kind of, we're older and balanced. And I've never really, I cycled everywhere, but a motorcycle gets a little different. Like we had one of those little scooters, they're electric scooters, and we went out on that a few times. And, to get going and turning and all that, you have to kind of move in unison. And if one goes this way, the other goes that way.
Electric scooter out here would not be a good plan. No.
Even the e-bikes, there'd be limited what we could do with them.
We're still limited because the distance between our property and actual town is, I don't know. Like,
it's 30 minutes by
It's 30
vehicle.
minutes, and would the bike die? And then to use our power just to get the bike back. Oh my God. I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking a quad. I'm thinking a quad or something, diesel, gas, something. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, so more on this kind of subject. We see all kinds of questions here. We're gonna try to get to them. I will try to bring them up, and we can have a discussion
okay.
around it.
I'm
So
missing.
yeah, the other thing is, my office. It's not too bad. It doesn't take too much room. But if we ever want to just, not use the office, I know that when we came back from somewhere and we bought stuff and we were bringing home, well, it went on the bed, and then when we stopped somewhere, it had to come off the bed,
Oh,
and then so it'd be great that we could store stuff back there,
yeah.
and we could bring stuff down to the land, like, because we're thinking of our first step of developing that land because of what's happening with our neighbor building a house. Check our last video out. He built a monster 2-story house just right where the sunset is from our vantage point. So we're not going to build anything, but we're thinking of putting in a cistern. So 10,000 liter, I think that's about 3, so around 4,000 gallon, cistern. So water supply buried underground.
Exactly. We'd be towing our garage. Exactly. Alberta said we'd be towing our garage, and that's exactly it.
Yep. And we see a lot of people do that, where they pull a trailer and they put side by side on there, like a razor, so I prefer to have an enclosed trailer.
Yeah.
So, So yeah, what was I just talking about? I got sidetracked. Too many things running through my brain this morning. So, yeah, okay. So the cargo trailer. So if we put in the cistern, then we need a pump, and there's no power out there, which means you'd have to bring out the pump and a solar power system, and we could probably get by with a little solar kit, just to say, no, this is part of the house. It's not new. We use this. It's not bringing supplies down. But if we were to bring a pump and a solar power, so the pump we can get here, but to bring a little solar system, because solar is really expensive down here.
It is very, very
purchase.
expensive.
But the pump is not too bad. It's very comparable to home. Like our transfer pump for our RV, we found it down here. So it'd be worthwhile bringing supplies like that for the land. And, if we brought tools, they'd be dirty, or what the heck is that? That's a plane. I don't know. You see that? You see him on there?
Oh my God. Why is he so low? What is the deal?
I lost him. I can't see him.
No, he's on the horizon, honey. Look how low he is to the
Never
water.
seen that. Well,
I have never seen that.
That's a first. So we had some other questions. So
that's bizarre.
We are typically down here because we're getting away from COVID.
Yeah.
So things haven't really changed down here. There is a mask order as soon as you leave your house, but it's not enforced. Some people, especially new travelers coming in, will wear their masks all the time.
Yeah.
Locals, like what we found out at the beginning, and we do not wear masks when we're outside. We wear it when we go on the bus. Even we've seen people on the bus that didn't have masks. But just walking out on the street, we don't wear masks. So you need to wear a mask when you're on the bus or walk into a business.
Into businesses and into restaurants.
Restaurants, just walking in like home, I guess, and then as soon as you sit down, you take it off.
Right.
Really strange. But fairly free and open down here. Nothing is locked. The schools are
still closed.
So it's all.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they have homeschool at this point.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but the resorts are open. Everything's open. Because last summer things really shut down hard here. Everything closed. All businesses closed.
Yeah.
And pretty much things are running. All businesses are open, and there is social distancing, mask order, hand sanitizer, and temperature measurements everywhere.
Yeah.
Is mandatory. Oh, and boot pans. You actually have to walk through a boot pan.
I don't.
When you walk in somewhere, which is so I guess COVID is on your feet.
Yeah.
So which is kind of strange. So
I don't understand that one, but yeah, that's one thing you need to know about. But yeah, mostly when you're going into businesses and stuff, that's when you need to wear a mask.
So, people are here. Does anybody want to come on? If you do, you know who you are. I sent you the link this morning. Just come on in and come into the green room, and we'll see you there.
My hubby needs an electric bike so he can be beside my power wheelchair. Oh, you're in a power wheelchair. Okay, yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
Electric bike is something we did try. We've looked into. Friends of ours that were down here that stayed with us on our land last year had them. I think they went on them maybe once when they were with us on the land, but they do use them a lot more when they travel.
Yeah, I can see it. If we're traveling from, campground to campground or different places,
Yeah.
I could see them being more useful. And we would have had to put them on a front bumper receiver,
Right.
and strap them to the front. And then I had concerns about airflow and, keeping the engine cool.
It's my concern is it's electric bikes. So what happens if we're going into town? Like I said, it's like 30 minutes into town. What happens if I run out of electricity? Like what if it dies and I have to actually pedal back? Oh my God. I know how hard it is, how hard it was to pedal with our little, remember that thing that we had in town? What's it called? Our e-bike. It wasn't an e-bike. It was that the little,
scooter?
Oh my gosh, my scooter.
Yeah.
When the power dies in the scooter, how hard it was to pedal.
It had pedals. It
Oh,
was one of those moped, pedal things.
Oh man, the
pedals are there for show.
Yeah, it was tough. So I mean, I don't even know what it would be like to have to pedal an e-bike, but to pedal an e-bike all the way back to the land with groceries, no. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking quad or something that needs diesel. A diesel powered something. I'm not sure.
Diesel would be good because then that's the fuel we have.
That's
already.
The fuel we already have. So
you know, I'd rather have something that was a little bit bigger and that you can go a little further with. So even an ATV or a quad, I mean, that gets quite bumpy and dusty. But anyways,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
the e-bike wasn't strong enough, robust enough to get us through town because it's washboard, sandy road.
Oh, if you've seen our road, you'd understand what I'm saying too. Like it's.
Yeah, check our season 3. We have a few videos where we went to town and
you could hear it in our voice as we're driving.
And it's the truck rattling.
Oh,
yeah. It's trying to find the right speed where you're kind of floating over the washboards and not killing your vehicle.
Exactly.
So what else are we doing? So that's kind of the rest of Cabo. So dealing with our land, getting healthy, continues to be nothing really amazing or special, or we're not going to do.
I did make Christmas dinner here again. I made the turkey. I made the I guess the Canadian version of. But they do the same thing down here. When you can order a turkey meal and have it delivered down here at Christmas time. We were able to do that. I didn't know about that, but I also wanted to have the turkey bones, and I wanted to make soup, and I wanted the leftovers. So I didn't mind making the whole meal.
So it doesn't sound like much fun. You're probably referring to the drive from our property into town. It's not the greatest. When we first get here, it's like we cringe, because what it does to the vehicle, what it does to the truck. But the upside is that we are in a remote location. It's very quiet. It's pristine, and we totally enjoy it. It's totally worth it.
See you later, Esther. I'm glad you got to come on for a little bit.
Okay, well, you come back to this live stream and check out near the end of the live stream. We have a big announcement at the end of this live stream. So if you don't stick around, remember to check out the beginning and the end of this live stream, because there's a lot of things we talked about in the first 15 minutes. And check out the last 15 minutes, because we will have something to say. All right. Bye, Esther. Thank you for joining us live from Cabo San Lucas.
Oh.
All righty. So what else? So what are we planning? So we're going home in June.
Yes.
And then, so what's our plan? What's our plan for summer?
Well, I think that we were gonna okay, because of COVID and we don't know what it's gonna be like. We really don't know what it's gonna be like in June. I really personally wanted to go to PEI. I wanted to go that way, east, but because of travel restrictions and uno momento, por favor, propane truck. Um, because of COVID restrictions and all that, I think we're going to end up going north.
Yeah. So if we can't go, if we go east, then it'll be August, September, because it's nicer then, and it's better to travel before the July long weekend and after Labor Day.
Yes.
Anywhere between those in Canada is crazy. Now, to be said, traffic is a lot lower now. There's less people traveling, less if use all Americans can't come to Canada, then there's a lot less RVs.
Yeah, that's true.
And so there's more availability in the campsites and all that.
True.
So and so either way, but this year when COVID hit in 2020, we couldn't get across Quebec and Ontario. Like they weren't letting people
they
come
were shut down totally.
out of province. So we've been wanting to do a maritime trip for 5-6 years now. We've actually booked airfares and rented a car once, and then I started a job and I had to cancel. So we've been trying really hard to get out east, and my family's out east, and I haven't seen them in almost 10 years, I think, and 5-6 years since we've been there, and so it's time for us to go, and we want to, like, my bucket list is to drive the Cape Breton Cabot Trail, Cape Breton Peninsula. We looked at also going to Newfoundland. The ferry is very expensive.
Very.
So you have to have time to really enjoy it.
What is the equivalent to the ferry that goes to the island compared to?
Oh, I think to go to Vancouver Island, I think with a truck camper is maybe a couple of $100, whereas the one to go to Newfoundland is $600 to get the one where you have to drive all the way around to get to St. John, and the one that goes closer to St. John is like $900.
Yeah.
Or like $1,200, like return or something. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy.
And we've seen other YouTubers that did the Eastern trip and then went to PEI, and then when it was time that's where the ferries are, as close to there. They decided not to go because it was too expensive. So with a car, it's almost 100. I thought it was like 160. Like it was under 200 for the truck camper Alberta. When I looked into it, it wasn't that bad, but it's such a longer ride. It's much longer ferry to go from New Brunswick to Newfoundland.
Oh, Nurse in our travel bug is here.
Oh, look at that. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for joining us. Yes, it's a beautiful view this morning. There's not a cloud in the sky,
No
which
clouds.
is rare.
Yeah. We had an airplane. I don't know. You might have been able to see it from that other camera, but that airplane was really low. It was like flying near the arch. It's like they wanted to see the arch.
It was almost like a crop duster type plane. Like it wasn't
really
a big plane. But yeah, he came swooping down.
Yeah,
and
it was
over
weird.
The water.
We've never seen that here. Never.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it's not that they dropped off. When you do see an airplane like that, sometimes it'll be because they're dropping off skydivers.
Yeah, but not here.
There was none. There was no skydivers. Well, they do here. What are you saying? They don't.
Yeah, they do, but they don't. You never see the planes because they take off from the Muni airport. They go up, drop them, and then go back to the airport. They never come this close.
Yeah, that was weird.
So Natasha and Bill and kids. well, thank you for joining us, nursing on the travel bug. Sorry, we've been taking a break. We haven't been
Yeah,
here a while.
we've been gone.
We must admit we have not really watched any videos from our RV community. We've been kind of taking a hiatus over Christmas,
Hmm.
kind of regrouping and kind of rebranding and just taking a break. Very busy with work in December, all the way up to the 23rd of December.
I can't say I was busy with work.
Well, you were getting ready for Christmas.
Just cooking.
So yeah, so thank you for joining
Cooking
us.
and eating.
So feel free if you kind of come in like right now, which is kind of the end of the first hour. Um, and is there anybody else going on live at this point? Let us know. First hour, we really talked about catching up since our last live stream and what our plans are for the rest of the winter. A COVID update, update on our land. So have a look at the first hour. Come back and have a look.
I do want to mention something. The last live we had 2 dogs, and we were fostering 2 dogs. That was the very first one was Clara, and she was the white. I don't know what did you call her, white terrier cross, and then of course there was Sarabi, which was a Schnauzer terrier cross. I don't know. There's a lot of terrier crosses here in Cabo. But they have since left us. They've gone to Canada, to their forever homes. And we're told, we've seen pictures. I don't have any on with me right now, but they are doing very well and adjusting very well and are doing. They've changed their names too. I think they've changed the names of the dogs, so they're not Clara and Sarabi anymore. I don't think. Sarabi is the new name.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I
What the
can't
names
remember
are.
the names.
I'm just re-uploading some pictures.
Oh,
here.
there's Clara. Yeah, there's Clara. And I don't think do we even have a picture of Sarabi? I don't know.
No, we didn't bring the dogs to Mexico. We've been fostering from the local shelter.
Yeah, from the local shelter. They've asked us to foster a couple of dogs. Clara just touched my heart when I went there. She was our first foster. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. She touched my heart. She came to me when we were there, and she was only at the shelter for 24 hours, so she was very scared, very shy. She wouldn't go to anybody, and she came to me, and I knew that was a sign that we had to foster her. So she was our first foster, and so she's doing really well in Canada. And
I'm sorry,
Sarabi is. I don't think we have a picture of Sarabi.
I don't have it on my computer.
But that doesn't matter. They're doing really well. But the reason I'm saying that is because we have another foster. And this one would have been a foster fail, but it's a boy.
Okay, so as you go find him,
I'll go get him.
So it's not that hard to bring dogs to Mexico. A lot of people were flying down their animals, cats and dogs. You just need a vet certificate that they're all up to date on their shots. And that the vet has seen them and provides a letter that he's seen them within 30 days of travel and that the animal was healthy. So this is
Watson.
Here, let's get a close. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
Is he not the cutest thing ever?
See if we can, if we can get him kind of the right light. There we go. Isn't he cute? Hi, buddy. Hi. He's such a sweetie.
4 years old. He is a Chi and I think a Dachshund cross because he's very long. Got short little legs. He looks like a Dachshund. But look at his eyes, guys.
Well, it's hard to see. Get him in the sun.
I'll try and get him in the sun.
Yes, get him in the sun. Sorry, guys, if I'm bouncing the camera.
You can't, honey. That's blinding him. You're blinding him, honey.
There you go. He's got brown eyes.
Like golden brown.
Yeah, golden brown, like the same color as his coat. So, sorry about that if we...
bounced you around a little bit. But yeah, he's well, you got to fix the camera. You messed it up.
Why? Oh,
There you go. That's better. He is the sweetest little boy, Amanda. But long story short, we have an adopter for him already, and the adopter is in Cabo San Lucas. And the beauty for me is that I will be able to see him every time when we come to Cabo now, because we know the people that are adopting.
congratulations, Manuel. Our son Manuel is adopting Watson here.
Yeah.
Because he has a dog that looks exactly like this but bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That
It used to be his girlfriend's dog, and
he's fallen asleep.
he's fallen asleep. Isn't he the cutest? Oh my God. Anyway, so Watson will be going to Manuel, and Isabella will have a puppy.
Yeah. So yeah. So we almost failed, but we transferred the fail
We
to somebody
almost
else,
failed.
to another family member. So
This would have been a foster fail, and I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Amanda. It would have been a foster fail if this would have been a female, because he is adorable. Look at him. He's just so content. He could be sitting on your lap and just chill.
yeah. And
He's
the only
such a
time
good
he gets
boy.
really, really lively
Is that nice?
is at night at bedtime. He just has a burst of energy and he wants to play.
Oh, he is the most adorable thing.
So just to kind of recap what the plan is for this year. So if we can go east, it'll be August, September. And if we can actually travel across the US border and RV back down to our land, then it'll be September after Labor Day for sure. And we're just means we're going to head out around mid-September, probably a month earlier than we would normally. And we'll head east, do the Maritimes, and then head southwest from the East Coast. Haven't decided yet if we'd go down the East Coast or go diagonally across the quickest route over to Mexico and then down to our land in Mexico.
The reason, Alberta, we can't have a male is because we have all female dogs. And we know from experience that, and especially I know this dog, if there's a female in the room, he will spray. And it's just the way they do. I don't know what it is about male dogs, but
yeah, see, the thing is that when a female dog has an accident, it just goes on the floor, but a male dog lifts a leg and they'll spray something.
Yeah.
So furniture is, not good.
A no. And I'm not saying that he's bad that way, but he does do that. We've had to train him, and we have told Manuel, we have told them his story, and that when we first got him, he would have accidents, but that's because of the fact that he wasn't trained, and we had to retrain him or train him out of that. And basically it's just a matter of taking him downstairs and making sure that he goes pee, and making sure that he does his business outside. And in the very beginning it was tough because I was taking him down like every half an hour.
Well, I timed him, and it was about, he couldn't quite make 4 hours. So I timed him about 3.5 hours. And we're starting to pick up on his cues. He's giving us cues now.
Oh, yes.
He comes and sees us when he wants to go out.
Yeah, and you can see he is chill. He just chills out, and he'll just sleep wherever. He'll lay down. He'll just chill out. He'll play for a little bit, but he definitely will come to us now when he has to pee.
And when we missed it a couple of days ago, and he actually goes in the shower to pee. So,
in the drain hole.
Yeah, so he's kind of. He's kind of house trained.
That's weird.
So yeah. So
anyway,
not so bad.
But that was the one accident that we missed that cue. But I mean, he peed in a drain.
So this is the shelter that we're actually supporting down here. They're in desperate need of some help. So if you happen to have a little bit of extra that you'd like to help a good cause. This is one of the smaller shelters, but the demand is great. Uh, they're getting kind of swamped. They can only take 25 dogs, and they're always at capacities.
Always.
Um,
And then they had over the Christmas. I'm sorry, but over the Christmas they had a female come in that was pregnant, and she had, I believe, 5 or 6 puppies.
mhm.
So yeah.
Go check out their Facebook page.
Yeah.
See what they're about. Like I said, they could really use any help possible. Um, there's so much demand that they never waste a flight. When they have a flight, if somebody will take an animal home and take them as cargo, as part of a slot on their flight,
Yeah.
they will ship them to foster homes in Canada, just not to waste the flight and to make room in the shelter here. So they're constantly moving, and they are nonprofit. They don't have any kind of external support, or very few. It's more about the adoption fee, which is nominal, like $150 compared to back home. It's nothing.
Oh.
But is it? Do you think it's time?
I don't think so, but he's wanting to attack the birds.
So yeah, anything you can do there would be awesome. But at the very least, go check out their Facebook page.
Do you have to go pee-pee?
So that's next winter. So I think we're ready. Oh, we're down to 5. We lost from 11.
Okay.
So, it's their fault. So I don't know if
Well,
Millie,
we're gonna do the announcement.
yeah, Millie and James. I don't know if you're here, but thank you so much, because
Guess what?
we hit our 4,000 watch
We hit
hours
our
last
4,000.
night. And it was Millie and Millie's mom and Mima. Is it Mima's Travel or
Mima's Travels, I think.
Mima.
Mima.
We're watching yesterday, and they're the ones that kind of tipped us over, basically over the finish line.
Woohoo!
So now we have no idea what's behind the apply now and what's all involved. It'd be nice if anybody knows and wants to
We didn't hit the button yet.
contact us.
We were gonna hit the button live with you guys.
But I think there's you have to get an advertising ID and all that, which I had done for other things. I think I have one, but yeah, there's stuff involved there to basically to get qualified still. So we have to do that. Any help would be appreciated. And oh God, I think that bird, if that window was open, that bird would have come in.
Yeah.
The other day, and this was a few weeks ago.
Is that a hawk?
Could be. There are hawks here. There?
Yeah.
Hang on, people. I got it.
That's not the normal bird, Christian.
Can't tell. Looks
Looks like a hawk.
I don't think he's big enough.
Anyway, so we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens when you push the button.
Yeah. So remember to hit the like button down below before you leave. So yeah, we have to do that this week. Still not sure if we'll get monetized. I just don't know. I think you can decide to turn on or off commercials. So I don't think we need the commercials.
It may be a pet bird. That looks like a hawk. And he's just sitting there really calm. Like kind of freaking me out.
I don't know if you'll see it, but we'll see here.
That's a hawk.
I don't know. Can you see him?
I don't know. He's right on the edge. Yeah, right there.
Right on the corner.
Right on the corner. Like that's not like the normal birds that are here. The normal birds we had a lot of woodpeckers and a lot of
Can't quite see him. Yeah, he looks like a small hawk.
He does.
And we've seen hawks down here.
Yes, we have.
So
oh, he's so cute. Yeah, but he's probably wanting to come over here and eat the bread that I put out here.
Should be binging your videos. Love you guys. Well, thank you, Amanda. That's awesome. So, does anybody want to come on and say hi? Tasha, Amanda, Victor,
Hawks only eat meat. Well, you know what then? He might be after my dog. Hey, better watch out, Watson.
Because anybody want to come on?
What time is it though?
Yeah, we've been on for an hour and a quarter.
Vic is fishing. Oh, really?
Oh, look at him. I will.
Did he take the girls or? Oh yeah, no, the girls are not there yet.
That's
Girls.
probably why he's fishing.
That's
Okay,
why
so I put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come on as a guest, that would be awesome.
Now I wish I had some meat.
We forgot our binoculars, and
Yeah, we did.
because from here with
Man,
binoculars
you could see everything.
We could see whales, and we could see the details of the ship. Is there a helicopter on that one?
Yeah, exactly. There's two yachts here, really big yachts that have helicopters on them. It's pretty cool. We've been watching the guy, the one guy way over there. He's got a black yacht, and he's got a helicopter. And every once in a while, he'll take the helicopter and he'll fly. We were told, is what I was told. He'll fly to the mainland for breakfast or just to visit.
Yeah.
Sometimes he flies up the coast, the East Cape, for breakfast at the restaurants up there. It's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
So Vic took Guido fishing.
Oh, Guido.
His
Okay,
father.
okay.
All right. Well, anybody coming on? Anybody coming on?
What time is it though?
Any questions?
Well, it's already 9.
Everybody's already.
It's already 9:30, almost 9:30.
9:30.
So yeah, you're not gonna push the button until afterwards.
Oh yeah, no, we're not going to do it here because
We don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah, I'd really like to,
We don't know what's gonna
I'd like
happen.
to talk to another fellow YouTuber.
Yeah, just find out what happens after you push the button. Should talk to Millie and James. Did they? Oh no, did they get 4,000? They got 4,000 a long time ago, didn't they? Or no?
Who?
Millie and James.
Oh yeah, they're monetized.
Where is your home base? Oh, like where are we from?
Yeah.
Oh.
Home base. Where's home?
Ooh.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna remove that one. Okay, look at that. So we're home. Our home base is Regina, Saskatchewan.
And you're gonna see where our home base is in about 1 second.
Lucretia just hit monetization. Ooh, right. Okay, so we're going to do this.
Oh, Lucretia did too?
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're gonna remove that. Okay.
We'll have to ask Lucretia then what happens.
What are you doing?
Oh, there it is. Here's the baby.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wow. Look at him. He's wide awake.
Oh, yes. I apologize, everyone, in advance. He may scream for no reason.
What?
He may scream.
He may scream for no reason.
Oh.
What's this?
Our first grandson.
He caught a fish.
And he caught a fish.
Right on. So how is he today?
Good, really good. We slept from 10 until 6
Oh my.
a.m. So
Wow.
really good
Wow.
today. We had our morning nap already.
Wow.
Who's that? Who's
Hi,
that?
buddy.
Little man. Little man. Hi,
Wow.
buddy.
Hi.
Oh wow.
really?
He looks really awake. His eyes
Oh,
look
yeah.
so clear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take it away, Wyatt.
We're done with our 4-month sleep regression, so yay! That's good.
Yay. This is good. This is good.
Yeah, and we got to hang out with our cousin Dawn yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
So Dawn was here for the day yesterday, and we had fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, He prefers little faces. He's tired of my face.
Holy. Wow.
Is that you?
What did he do?
But is he seeing himself on the TV?
Yeah. Steve prefers little faces.
So, how old is he now? Someone's asking.
4 months now. 4 months and a week.
You got pictures of that, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 months.
I sent it to you.
Oh.
Yeah, we were
In
pretty
his-
bad.
In his Christmas outfit.
Wow, he's got quite the bark.
He
Yes, I remember that.
can we say it? He saw the people across the street. He doesn't like them. Aw, look at how cute. See the baby?
So yeah, this live was kind of, I was working till 5:30 yesterday and got on the live yesterday morning just to check in with James and Millie, and we just happened to catch was it Daydream About Nice Things having his kind of last broadcast. Didn't realize that he was going off the air because he needs to start working, take a job that will stop him from live streaming
From doing the
in
lives,
morning.
yeah.
So that was quite emotional. And then so somebody was asking, hey, are you guys going to have a live tomorrow? And it's like, oh, okay, let's have a live tomorrow. Like I said, we've taken a hiatus, and now we are back.
Yeah, Alberta, your son is 33. Well, my daughter is, this is my daughter here and our grandson. I was going to say you're 33, but you're only 32.
Hey, now. No, I'm just kidding. It all feels the same.
It kind of does. Yeah, my daughter's 32 and grandson is 4. 4 months.
What is that? What is
Oh.
that?
So did he get any
Slobber.
teeth yet?
No, but he's last couple of days he's really been grabbing at his mouth. So I think that they're moving.
Oh,
But
okay.
Zane has a tooth.
Yes.
So
Yes. Just one, eh?
just one, I think, so far. I forgot to check yesterday because we saw him and I forgot to look and see. But yeah, no, he has one for sure.
Okay.
Truly.
And very drooly. Oh, he's gonna be getting them soon. It's gotta be. Man, his face changed.
I
His face
know.
changed
I
so
know.
much already. Like
I know.
now
I was
he really,
looking at pictures of him when he was like a newborn, and I'm like, how did this happen? I don't know.
yeah, his face has
So-
changed a lot.
Is
See
that
now I
your
see
fish?
Victor.
Yeah.
I see Victor now.
Yeah. Oh, I have to send you. I don't know if I saved it. Oh yeah, I did send you guys that picture of him and like with the beard and the mustache.
Yes.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Try that. I don't know. We'll see. What's this?
That's fun.
He has this
Oh.
little koala toy that he loves.
There's the picture.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
He looks
Some
so
mothers
much
are
like
so
Vic
cruel.
there.
Some mothers. What do these mothers do to their children?
He looks exactly like Vic there. I can't. It's so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I take way too many photos, Alberta. It's bad. It's real bad.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hey, turkey.
yeah. Hello, ladies.
Hello, lady.
Happening to Watson? He's just so crazy.
That one made me laugh so hard. Dating profile pic, you know?
Yeah. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, it's so funny. Is that you? Yeah. Here's your koala. He loves this koala, man.
Oh, does he?
He can chew the ears, though.
Oh, that's why.
Grandma and Guido got him that one for Christmas.
Oh, there you go. That's why.
Yeah.
He can chew it.
You know how we like jokingly call him Quiet Wyatt? He really is a quiet kid. Like he doesn't like a whole lot of noise.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. That wouldn't be evident right now, but normally. There you go. Yeah.
So what are you guys planning to do today? Oh, I guess you're
Oh,
Victor's
nothing really.
fishing.
Yeah, Vic's fishing. I'm probably just gonna hang out. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning before the girls come tomorrow. Whoops. And get some groceries, but that'll be later. So.
All right, so we're coming up to an hour and a half. I think we should kind of end this, but I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to go.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
We're going to run the old outro from the last.
Show everybody the old outro and the old I guess the drone.
The drone from our land, from our property.
Oh yeah.
Or the boondocking and off-grid living.
But yeah, so we're gonna be getting back into the, like, just to sum up, we're getting back into the gym. We're gonna schedule that, and we're also gonna schedule our Spanish classes.
Self-taught Spanish classes,
Yeah.
with our books and YouTube.
Yeah, they want way too much money for classes down here for only an hour.
Alrighty, folks, and let's just finish the view of Cabo San Lucas in the background.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, baby. Bye, Amanda. Love you guys.
Bye. Love you too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye,
We'll
baby.
catch you on the next one.
For sure.